Left my name in the barroom dust, left my ring in a pawn shop drawer, truck bed full of busted bolts, map burned through from folding, your note on the dash half torn, my hands still smell like holding. Worn boot heels chewed to the bone, spurs clank soft when I'm walking, like a ghost dog trailing me home. Every step another warning. Broken spurs cutting up my heels again. Every turn drags me back to where we've been. Every mile just a circle in this dirt. I keep riding on these broken spurs. Motel sign buzzing, half lit, red coffee tastes like old rain. Talk to God through a paper cup, he just echoed your name. Photographed by the Gideon book, folded right at your smile. I press my thumb where your hair once fell, bleed a little, wait a while. If I quit the whiskey, would you quit my dreams? If I turn this saddle into firewood and steam, would the dawn feel different? Or would I still hear you stir every time this lonely metal hits the dirt and starts to burn? If I quit the whiskey, would you quit my dreams? If I turn this saddle into firewood and steam, would the dawn feel different? Or would I still hear you stir every time this lonely metal hits the dirt and starts to burn?
I lost my tongue, Sunday shoes in the mud, cross on the hill, but it's covered in rust. You said the river washes every stain. I walked in trembling, came out the same. Bible on the dashboard, names carved in the pew, preacher's voice trembled, but I still thought of you. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. I keep praying to an empty sky. If there's forgiveness, it won't cross this state line. There's no salvation dress on the clothesline still dances in the wind. Coffee cup on the counter, lipstick on the rim. I drink that cold silence till it burns going down. Every mile of memory, every church a ghost town. And this three-chord hope, I sing it soft, I sing it slow, but you don't answer and God don't show. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. I keep praying to an empty sky. First shovel hit, cold clay, late June, sun sinking slow, like I knew too soon. Your name on the stone, still wet on my tongue. Hands in the dirt, my heart coming undone. Brave bound soul, I left my love in a hole in the ground. Brave bound soul, I talk to the dark when the world's too loud. Singing low to the bones he found. There's my grave-bound soul, trying hard not to drag you down. You dress in the chair, boots by the back door, coffee cup stain, like you just wanted more. Asleep on the edge, leave your side made up, still set out a plate, still pour you a cup. Preacher said let go, but he don't share this bed. He don't wake to your perfume fading from my head. So I keep one foot here in this broken town, and one where the worms pull my promises down.
Southern shadow sits on my shoulder. Been there since my daddy drove off that night. Name on the sign says welcome soldier. Graveyard wind says you ain't done it right. Porch light busted bottle in the driveway. Mud on my boots from the old bayou road. Radio preacher talking about grace. I got a glove box full of things I never told. Southern shadow, follow me. Follow me home from the tin roof rain to the red dirt, marrow and bone. I keep running these back road circles, but you lie down wherever I go. Southern shadow, only friend I ever let know. Ashtray full of August I can't remember. One cracked frame of a woman in white. Her mascara bled like the Brazos in flood. When I chose my pride and a bar override. Mama says hearts don't break, they slow like a truck left out in the field. I still see blue lights in the rearview glass. Every time I think the road might heal. That county line, will you cross it too? Sit in a passenger seat like a Sunday truth, or will you climb into bed with the tools and chains, riding low with the sins I never could name? You were shaking in black when they threw down that earth. Every handful hit hard, like it landed on my chest. Your picture on the pine tilt, catching that churchyard sun. Wind kept folding my coat like it wanted me gone.
Your sister gripped my arm, said he knew you did what you could. I just stared at your name, cut sharp in that stone like it should. Grave dust still on my boots, I can taste it on my tongue every time I speak the truth. Grave dust sleeping in the seams of this hand-me-down suit, of these busted up dreams. I keep walking, but it follows every mile, every rusted bus. I'm breathing you in the grave dust. House still smells like smoke from the last fight we ever had. Ash rings on the table, coffee gone cold, going bad. Your jacket on the chair, sleeve reaching out like a tied arm. I sit in your old spot, let the silence do me harm. If I'd turned back that night, if I'd held you too tight, if I'd begged you to stay, would you still have slipped away? Now every road sign, every bar light, every late night tired bus feels like you're brushing past me in the grave dust. Backseat, page corners folded, coffee stains, red dirt, little Polaroid of us tucked where the edges hurt. Autumn on your jacket, name tag from that store. You left it all behind you like you meant to slam that door. Rusted halo hanging from your rear view, swinging slow. All that mercy faded like the paint on that old 4-road. You were praying for a clean break, but you drove off with my faith. Rusted halo still turning every time the night wind blows. By my dresser, one heel worn clean through, ash in the kitchen sink from the nights I waited up for you. Neighbors said you called them, asked if the snow was bad, never asked if I was breathing. Guess you figured that I had Bible in a box with my boots, dust on the leather like I knew I'd lose. Ash in my coffee, name on my bread, your goodbye letter folded like a thread. Hollow redemption ain't saving me tonight. I'm praying to the bottle and the wrong kind of light. I keep begging these ghosts to give your love back somehow. Hollow redemption is all I'm holding now. Cross on the dashboard, cracked and chipped, same as the promise I let slip. Motel curtain won't meet in the middle. Moon cuts through like a cold steel fiddle. If I kneel on this floor till my bones turn black, would it buy me a moment or your shadow back? 'Cause every sin I carry, where's your face? Every worn out prayer dies in this place. Hollow redemption hollow redemption. Wind chimes on the back porch, ain't moved in a year. Coffee cup is stained dark, right where you left it here. Your boots by the doorway, dust on every seam. I talk to the shadow, you answer in a dream. Silent gallows hanging in my chest, every word we never said swinging the west. Silent gallows creaking when I breathe. Love died quiet in this house, but it never left me. In the closet smells like summer rain. Polaroids are curling at the corners of your name. I drive past the churchyard, headlights on your stone. Radio is turned down so I can hear you go. If Guild had a timber, it sound like this floor. Every step I didn't take to keep you from that door. If ghosts had a heartbeat, it'd pound like my own, tied to this old farmhouse like a rope to a bone. Coffee's gone cold on the dashboard, ash in the tray like snow. Your name in the fog on the windshield fades as the engine blows low. Burned horizon where the sky ran out of flame. I keep driving through the ruins of your name. Smell of you still in this jacket, like a ghost that won't move on. Burnt horizon, I'm the only thing still holding on. Motel signs dying in silence, one blue flicker, then black. Your picture keeps riding the shotgun, face down, but it still looks back. If I turn around, there's nothing. If I carry on, there's less. Just mile markers like gravestones, numbered miles of your last breath. So I chase that faded orange where the daylight used to be. Sing your name into the rear view till the rear view swallows me. Where the sky ran out of flame, I keep driving through the ruins of your name. Smell of you still in this jacket, like a ghost that won't move on. Burn horizon, I'm the only thing still holding on. Walls closed. First touch was dust. Second was blood. You were leaning by the back door.
Name tag hanging from your shirt, ashes on your coffee cup, old band tattoo half hidden in the dirt. You said everybody leaves me, like it was just the weather. Pulled your jacket around your shoulders like you'd done this forever. Dust and blood, that's all we ever were, my love. Two cracked lips, sharing the same cut. You held my shaking hand like you'd been there once. Dust on our boots, blood on our tongues. Cheap room by the highway, ice bucket full of milk, Bible in the drawer unread, untouched on the shelf. You traced the scars along my knuckles. Asked who taught you to swing. I said a father and a bottle. You said I know that sting. Eyes can go almost rested. I still see you in the mirror, top lip split from one more fight. You laughing through the red, saying, baby, we'll be alright. But we were born in broken houses, fed on rust and gasoline. What chance did we ever have of walking out clean? First touch was dust, second was blood. Last thing you left on my tongue was your name and the flood. At the horizon, where the daylight goes to hide, I pulled off on the shoulder of a road that never ends. Sky burned out in rust and ash, radio static, lost my friends. Your picture on the dashboard, face cracked along the fold. Wind crossed through this busted door, feels younger than I'm old. Dead horizon, you're the last line of the light. Just a faint red bruise on the throat of night. I keep driving toward the emptiness, hoping you might rise again. Dead horizon, be my mercy, not my end.
is missing teeth, vacancies and cigarette ghosts. Coffee tastes like burned out stones, keeps me talking to your coat. I trace your name in window frost, heated with my breath. Watch it vanish like you did, soft and slow and quiet as death. If I reach that edge, will you be waiting there, or just more sky? More cold, more air. Found you on the church house floor, face down in the wine and dust. Cross cracked clean in your shaking hand, saying, tell me what to trust. Hollow redemption, it rings, but it don't ring true. All these empty confessions, they sound the same as you. We keep carving out our hearts for a God that never moves. Hollow redemption, but it's all we're clinging to. You wear that grief like your daddy's coat, afraid that the cups hangs wrong. Smells like smoke in a summer storm. You've been wearing it too long. You said, if I'm forgiven, why do my hands still shake? I said, maybe grace is quiet, and it hurts like it breaks. Just us and the dust, one bare bulb over my head. Your picture's curled on the dashboard, like it's trying to climb out the dead. This is my last confession. Lay it down here on the floor. There's a God still counting. He knows what I'm sorry for. I loved you like a loaded weapon. Never learned to set it down. This is my last confession before this bottle drags me out of town. That ring still sleeps in my pocket, cold as the words that I chose. I watched your tail lights shiver in the frost on the windows. I keep setting one more place at the table, talking to a ghost in your chair. If forgiveness is something I'm able, I'll start by speaking it into the air.
He took his ring, left it face down in the sink. Coffee still warm, but the pictures turned to ink. And truck tracks bent down that red clay. Crooked road, mailbox hanging like a body on a rope. Cold vengeance runs slow, runs deep like frost in the well where the secrets sleep. You can outrun town, you can change your name, but cold vengeance knows your vein. Judge shook hands with your daddy in the hall, Bible on the shelf. Never open, never falls, gravestone cheap. Just a date and just a name. Rain washed the flowers, but it couldn't wash the stain. Cold vengeance runs slow, runs deep like frost in the well where the secrets sleep. You can outrun town, you can change your name, but cold vengeance knows your vein. Headlights off, you can hear your own heart drag. Wind in the corner, whispers through a plastic flag. You feel that steel resting heavy by your knee. Every breath you take sounds like wait for me. COVID, COVID, COVID runs away.
Ash road, mile marker faded. Wind talks through the barbed wire frame. Your name in the rear view, waving like smoke that forgot it was flame. Ash road, it all burned down slow. Every goodbye in the gravel below. I still taste you in the dust I breathe. Ash road, you took the best of me. In the passenger mirror, lipstick print on a paper cup band. Pulled over where the blacktop cracks left the engine running, didn't look back. If I turn around, I know I'll stay. So I drive this ash road till it fades away. Blood moon over dry lands, red dust on my tongue. Your name tastes like iron every mile I run. Boot prints in the hard pan fade into the dark. Coyote on the fence post answers my heart. Blood moon over dry lands hangs low like a loaded gun. Every road I ever took leads back to what I've done. If I could wash these weathered hands in something more than sand, would you meet me in the silence? Blood moon over dry lands. Your dress on the backseat, sun bleach torn at the hem. That night in the cornfield keeps playing again. I swore I would come back. You swore you'd stay strong. I'd drink with the shadows, arguing which of us was wrong. I still see your porch light flicker through the storm. Two plates on the table, one never gets warm. If I ride through the nightfall till the sky burns red, will I find you forgiven or a stone by the shed? Blood moon over dry land, blood moon over dry land. Almost my finger, dirt in my teeth, your name on my tongue like a rusted belief. Empty pews in my attic, old hymn books turned to mold. I drink from your chipped coffee cup just to taste something old. Your boots by the back door still lean like they might move. I talk to them at midnight, ask what I'm supposed to prove. This is my rust prayer, murmured to a sky gone blind. Bent nails, brown water, every word stains my mind. If you still hear me, darling, through the static of the rain out there, I'm on my knees in the dust of us, calling out this rust prayer. The fence wire hums in the wind like it remembers your laugh. I trace your name in the window fog, then wipe out the past. Moonlight on the kitchen knife catches every small regret. I set it down beside your plate like you ain't gone yet. Don't light candle, I don't quote any song. I just count the stains on the ceiling and the bones in my palms. If there's a heaven for the broken who never learned how to leave, let it be this fallen farmhouse, let it be this belief.